Today we have Bill Prybulski, one of the vice presidents of the Agriculture Producers Association of Saskatchewan, and he is here today to react to the increase in federal carbon tax. And so thank you so much for being with us today, Bill.
Very welcome.
All right, Bill, so how will the federal carbon tax increase affect producers in Saskatchewan?
Well, certainly it's having a negative effect on producers' bottom line, particularly in areas of the province where we've had to dry quite a bit of grains. Our only options for drying grain are natural gas or propane, and this increased carbon tax on the natural gas and propane will only mean more money spent, and for producers it means just more expenses and nothing to offset that expense with.
And so, Bill, the federal carbon tax does have some exemptions for farmers. What are those exemptions currently for them, and what gas is not exempt currently for farmers that they do need to be able to survive?
Yeah, certainly there has been some exemptions for things such as diesel fuel used on farms. That has been exempted, and obviously we're grateful for that. But there's uh, you know still any commercial truckers are paying the carbon tax, and that extra cost is getting passed on to producers. The railroads, for example, a huge it's a huge cost to get our grains into export position, and any of that carbon tax on the fuel that the railroads use gets passed on down the line till it ends up the farmers in the end paying that carbon tax on all of those expenses. So while there are exemptions, there there's still there's still a definite need for further exemptions to allow producers in this province to be competitive.
And finally, Bill, what has APAS been doing at the federal level to try and lobby the government in order to get a few more exemptions for farmers, or what exactly have they been working on to try and help out producers here in Saskatchewan?
Well, certainly we've been pushing for a while for the carbon tax, for exemptions on the carbon tax on uh, natural gas and propane used for drying grain and heating barns. Currently, Bill C-234, which just recently passed through the House of Commons and is headed for the Senate, and we have been actively advocating on behalf of producers to have that bill expedited through the Senate so that it can be receive royal assent and start applying and start giving producers that break that they need on the carbon tax.
Thank you so much for all the information, Bill, and have yourself a wonderful day.
Thank you very much.